In this video, we're going to take a look at the client summary page. I wanted to break it out into its own video. There's a lot of information on it, and it's useful to us and our families and facilities. So to find it, click on Clients, select the client you'd like to look at, so the green button here for the summary page. And this page is accessible to us through RecTracker, but there's a link to it on every progress note that gets emailed out to the distribution list. So families can click on that link in the progress note email to come here, and so can facilities. The first section is simply a look at what sessions are upcoming in the schedule. So pretty simple. If there's more than one TR, though, it gives everyone a lot of information. Recent activity. This is the past week, so what days we were there and how many hours it was. Scrolling down to here, there is a graph of all the minutes we spent. I just have to add in a date range here so we get some information. You may have to click refresh on your browser to make this appear. I have to reset the date range. And there we have it. So, recalling the progress note template, we track all our data in activity categories. And here we track how many minutes of time we spent in each of these categories. Looks like some of the words here, the names of them are missing, but if you scroll over, you can see what they each were. So you can adjust the date range and focus your search and see exactly where we're focusing our time. If you wanted to just look at the actual hard numbers, then you can do it this way. Click on data and you can see all of them. Graph obviously is more visually appealing. For our facilities, our host facilities, if we have clients in long-term care, they can come in here and do a date range of the 7 days, do a 7-day look-back period for RIMDS and capture just the minutes for those 7 days. Everything we do is one-to-one. They count as therapy minutes in RIMDS. So this is a very useful tool for them. And it's a very useful tool for everyone just to see where the focus is. You know, we're spending a lot of time here on Reminiscence Life History. We're spending a lot of time on games and puzzles, spending a lot of time on crafts, not spending much time on spiritual religious, and not very much on leisure education. Just a quick insight as to what we're doing. Moving down, assessments. Every time we do an assessment, again every 6 months, we will plot the summary data once it's been approved. And we do it in these 5 categories across the bottom. If we do assessments every 6 months, and RecTracker here will show us the last 4, we can get a look back to the past 2 years and get sort of long-term trends for each of these 5 categories. You can just mouse over and see what the maximum was. So here the maximum possible in this category is 33 according to the assessment tool, and in this assessment the client got 22. Moving down here, this is a very useful tool for us down at the bottom. This shows us how we're doing, our percentage progress to completion for every one of the active objectives, and it's measured by how many times we met it and how many times we didn't meet it, and then the total times we even attempted it. So here it was met 20 out of 23 times. That gives 86%. Up here, this data that facilities can use to apply therapy minutes to a resident's care plan, what they can do is they can just simply cut and paste objectives from here and put them in the resident's care plan to make sure that the minutes they capture from this screen match something in the care plan. So if you're talking to recreation directors, you can let them know that. It's a fantastic tool for them as well. But for us, this is great visibility. How are we doing? We can't mentally keep track of how many times we met versus unmet. This lets us know. So it'll change the colors here. 0 to 25% will be red, 26 to 75 will be orange, and then 76 and above will be green. If it's green, we can think this objective it can reasonably be considered met. We can change it in the treatment plan, or mark it complete in the treatment plan, and then move on to a further objective towards achieving that goal. If it's orange, we have to flag it, just watch it. Maybe this objective is too aggressive and too optimistic. If it's red, I don't think we have any examples here of red. We don't. If it's red, though, that's a clear indication that this objective is not working. We have to then tweak it, look at the treatment plan, and make adjustments. And that is a summary page. Very useful to everybody involved.